Hello. Okay, so I'm hoping that this is I'm hoping this is going right because this is kind of like a one and done. I'm just going to talk and post and no editing. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to Black Unicorn Vlogs. I decided to come on and have a little chat. Um, wasn't really sure if the live would be live in. Ain't that what y'all young folks be saying? I don't really understand what that means, but you know what I mean. I don't know if the signal would be strong enough to do a live, so I figured I'd just come on and have a conversation. And I kind of want to have a conversation because things are a little bit in a, well, how did my German colleague say it? The house is on fire in America. And I thought maybe this might be a good time to have a little chat, especially since I'm one of these people that has multiple citizenships, multiple permanent residencies. I lived on 4 different continents for a long time, starting in the early 2000s, right? And I started going to Africa in the 90s. So I think I have a little bit of experience. I'm coming up on half a century. Literally in August, your girl is about to, make that big old half a century number. And I feel like, a little proud about that. Like a little Pop McCullough type of action. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like a girl is like grown, okay? So I have thoughts. I have thoughts and I want to share my thoughts with you all because before it was cool to move to Africa, before it was cool for everybody named Mama to be making content about going to Ghana, going to Kenya, going to the Gambia, all these places, I was doing that. And for those of you who are new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel. But I was making content on my move to Ghana back in 2019. And this is before I even knew about the whole year of return thing. I didn't learn about that until after I actually moved to Ghana. So it's just interesting how things work out. And then I stayed or got stuck during the pandemic type deal. And it worked out beautifully for me, right? But I think that as the things that are happening now in the U.S. with your man doing whatever is going on with this whole trade war and tariff and folks from China coming on TikTok saying, "Yo, I got you," in ways that we've never actually seen before. But by the way, I've been doing this, girl, since the early 2000s, okay? Because China been sending things over, if you knew the right websites, long time. So when your girls come on there and telling you they've been doing this for a grip, believe them. Because that whole yellow app thing wasn't called a yellow app because there wasn't no apps back then. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. The purpose of me coming on here is to really talk about the mindset that you may want to have if you're trying to get out of the US and things to be aware of. And I wrote down some points because I recently went to Kenya with the sole intention to purchase property. Now, mind you, I am married, right? So I don't do things in a vacuum. And if my husband says no, then no means no. Okay, so some of y'all may not understand that. Some of y'all might get your little panties in a bunch, but I don't care. I'm married and I am happy and I'm going to stay that way. So with that being said, the intent was to go there and to buy property, a condo. And when I got there, everything I was seeing online from YouTube was a complete farce, all of it. And I stayed there for a good 3.5 weeks, almost a full month. Right? And so I got a lot of contacts. I met a lot of people. I dealt with several different agents, some shady, like this Dennis guy from City of Realty, him and his little honeypot little girlfriend. Let me tell y'all, hot ghetto mess. And I don't like when people try to threaten me. So I'm also on here to like kind of discuss that a little bit because I don't take kindly to threats. Like, what you gonna do to me? Nothing. But the point is that the fact that you think you can threaten me bothers me. But I also met people who were like up on game. Like I mean it like when I say up on game, I mean like their job is real estate. They know their areas, they have contacts, but beyond that, if you want to go to an area which is in the like the region that they service, then they're there and they're ready to help you. So those people I have been starting to recommend, and I will continue to recommend them. There's 4 of them, 2 men and 2 women. 3 women in total, because the lady who owns the tour company, who also acted as my driver while I was there, is also a resource. So I will share those resources over time. But I just want to make you aware of that particular experience, because it will directly affect someone who's looking to make a move like that, either to Kenya or to Ghana or to South Africa or wherever. This is basically, you should see this as a public service announcement, right? An old school PSA. You take what you want from it. Don't take anything from it. It's up to you, And who am I talking to? I'm talking to specific people. I'm talking to Americans, right? I'm talking to Afro-Europeans, those of African descent who want to move abroad, specifically to Africa. And I'm talking to Kenyans who are abroad looking to move back because honey, if you haven't been back home in a while, the game is strong. The game is wild. The game is crazy. I've seen places that advertised online, you would think that this is prime land, that it's in a prime location, up and coming, fantastic. It's located next to a dump in a shanty town, basically, right? Bullshit you not. When you drive up in there and you go, straight dump, like the crows or whatever them weird ass birds are that be coming down, stankin', hot trash stankin'. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So these kind of things are definitely happening. So I'm talking to people who are looking to relocate and are trying to figure out how. I am not telling anyone not to leave, especially those who are ready to up and go. What I am saying is to be thoughtful, to have common sense, and to take your time. People are banking on those from the West rushing over to get things done. And this is in particular to Americans, because only Americans do this. Germans, French people, the British, who are of African descent, have discernment and common sense, and they don't seem to lose it when they go to Africa. But Americans lose their common sense when they hit the continent, and they are ready to just spend money like they didn't have to earn the money. Like you didn't work half your life to save this money, or to build up your 401k, or to build up your investments that you had in order to get to the point where you can pay cash money for $100,000 condo, or $50,000 for land to build your house. And I'm talking dollars. I'm not even talking in Kenyan shillings, right? Or I'm not talking in Ghana CDs. I'm not talking in local currencies. I'm talking dollars, American dollars. And there is a lot of investment coming into Africa from multiple different developers and people from countries like Turkey. Right now, I'm going to count Egyptians that are coming to sub-Saharan Africa as Arab, even though I know they're African. But because of the way they operate and how they act towards Black folk, period, I'm counting them as Arab because I had some experiences that I also will talk about. Not today, but I'm going to go into detail about some of them Egyptian developers they have over there in Kenya. So you have the Turkish, you have the Egyptians, you have Russians, you have the Chinese, and then you have like sprinkles of Mzungus or Brunese white people that will do collaborations with a local person and start a business up in that local person's name, but they control everything, right? You have a lot of that. Chinese developers. I feel that Chinese developers are folks that you have to take with a grain of salt, especially in a country like Kenya and a country like Ghana. And I'm saying it like the way I am because I especially know Ghana well, especially when it comes to real estate and these newer developments that they have been coming up with. They will tell you there are regulatory bodies that are there in order to ensure the quality of construction, the engineering, the architecture. And yes, there are bodies there that do this. And they'll say that there is a realtor, like realtor, like in the United States, you have like the Realtor Association that is like a national thing, and then people have to get licensed within their states in order to be able to sell property. You don't do that in Africa. Let's just be real clear. And these so-called regulatory bodies are all about money. So whoever's paying the money is going to get the permit. Whoever's paying the money is going to get a sign off. You see this happening in Nigeria all the time. You see this happening. You see it happen in South Africa too. So don't get it fooled either, because I know they're gonna be keyboard warriors. I don't care. Come with it, because I'm too well traveled. So you come with it, try it. I don't care. The reality of it is, people come, they have their money, they know these corrupt governments and regulatory boards will take their money and they can operate. The Chinese are well aware that's what they do. Some of the Chinese developers that come in are high quality, meaning that they have high quality materials, that they're doing things up into a code and standard that they would do in their own country. And they would actually live within those buildings themselves, even though they might have a super duper gated door. They would live there because they know it's structurally sound. Other Chinese developers are using the worst materials, the lowest grade materials, the materials that are just like, this is the cheapest that we can get. Let's bring it over here. Let's sell it. We can sell this property at a lower rate, get more buyers, sell it faster, flip it, and do it again. Now, have we heard about things crashing and falling down? Yes, we have. Will we continue to hear that? Yes, we will. And please, if you are in Kenya, please don't tell me, oh, that doesn't happen here. Look, sweetie, time tells all. And all I'm saying is that when you go over there and you're working with these developers, and I'm not even talking about these so-called agents yet. When you're working with these developers, part of my public service announcements, I did write down my thoughts. Part of my public service announcement is simple. Do not buy property, do not make a deposit before you get on the ground and actually put your eyes on that property. And you're talking to the actual developer, the person who's going to sign the contract, the offer letter, or whatever they call it these days, the person who's responsible for taking that payment. Because these little agents will try to put their name on everything and try to put embed themselves into the conversation, but they have no say-so over nothing. They are just a middleman, And I really have a problem with middlemen, because they really get on my last nerves, because they get in the way of actual quality production. Let me turn this TV off real quick. Sorry, y'all. I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. So it is so important that you actually go. If you see something on YouTube, I'm going to talk about how these diaspora peoples, whether they're from Jamaica or the US or wherever, coming over to these countries saying, oh, I can sell you this. Oh, I'm an expert in that. But they don't even speak the local language. That is a problem. If you're not partnered with someone who speaks the local language, know the local customs, and you have a lawyer who knows the local laws, allowing for you to operate truly, then you are a farce, you are a fraud, you are a hustler, you are a scammer. I met one, trifling. And mind you, everybody I'm going to talk about, I paid every single person I interacted with when I was in Kenya. Every single person got payment from me. You know why? Because I knew that I was trying to see, can I invest here? 1. 2, I was trying to see, can I recommend this person? And 3, you're providing me with a service, I'm going to give you a payment, because you better believe your black ass, I'm going to give you a review. And baby, I got a review for you. I got a review for you, all of you. Let's just be real, okay? And I can tell you right now, I haven't went into it yet. I will probably go into it when I have more time. I just don't feel like going to a whole spiel right now. City of Realty, garbage, scammer, liars. Jam Tours, garbage, scammer, liars. These two particular organizations, trifling. Traverse Culture or whatever that is. I reached out to that company that says that there's an Army veteran woman from the US who started it. That whole contact was super weird because this chick tells me that she's not even in Kenya. Yo, I thought you lived there. Like, what's going on? Like, is this a business or not? Oh, you need to talk to my personal assistant. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. So why am I saying this? Because what we are seeing on my TV's this way, so forgive me. But what we're seeing on TV as far as YouTube videos when they're advertising and talking about these new developments or moving to the country, getting immigration, getting a visa. You guys, if you want to do this and you're feeling desperate, what you should be doing is, one, booking a flight and booking a stay in that country, in that capital city for at least a month before you make a decision about moving, period. For Kenya, you can get a 5-year residency completely online as an American citizen, right? You can do that completely online. If you're a dual national and you have a nationality that is African, meaning like a COAS nationality or East African nationality, you more than likely can go to Kenya without even having a visa, because like Ghana and Kenya, you don't need a visa to go to these countries to see each other if you're the nationals, right? But if you're an American and you're flying on your American passport and you're not using your African passport, then you will need a visa. And so I wanted a visa because it just depends on how I'm going to be traveling and what I'm going to be doing, what passport I use. And I'm glad I did it, because with what's happening with Trump now, I would never use my non-American passport for any travel that I'm going to be doing to and from the US. Absolutely not. Whether dual citizen or not. So I know that's going to sound crazy, but if you understand what's happening in the world and you travel a lot, you should follow me. Also, the next point, don't send money to people to reserve or book the unit for you. They're going to say, oh, it's going so fast. It's going to be gone. We're not going to have it at this rate. You're going to be like, oh my God, it's only $35,000.